Hi everyone, George Burnett with Covers Camo Custom Seat Covers, your source for custom seat covers. Purpose of this video is to show you the install of this Toyota Tacoma 2020. So let's walk through the install. Here's an install video for a Toyota Tacoma 2020. Here's how I like to get started. Position the seat and also kind of orient yourself with the covers. Let me walk you through some of that. I like to raise the seat up as much as I can to give myself the most room possible. So there you go. I'm going to raise this. It's electric on this one. There you go. And move it kind of a little bit far forward. There we go. And that gives you more room underneath there when you're running some straps and all. I like to have a pair of mechanics gloves because sometimes you might want to protect your hands. When you're pushing the seat cover through the split of the seat, that can get a little tight. So you might want to do that. As you open up the package, you're going to have some of the information from inside there. You're going to have one of the trim tools, kind of get that oriented as far as close by. And then let's walk through the covers themselves. So here is the seat cover bottom. I've got my gloves down here. So this is Mossy Oak New Breakup, is what we're going to do on this Toyota and today. And this one has the pistol pocket on the front of it. You're going to be able to tell either there's labels on or if there aren't labels on. You're going to be able to tell by kind of looking at the covers themselves which pieces go where. It's pretty straightforward there. This one has a pistol holster on the side right over here on this side. That's always going to be on the driver's side right there. That's the pistol holster. You can take off these tags. I'll just tear those off and clip those off. Those are little tags that are reminders to abide by your local, state, and federal laws. Okay, you can take those off. Okay. All right, so that's the bottom. And you kind of see that that's going to be the right position for the bottom. And this one has 3 straps to the backside. I'll walk you through those. You can also pop off the headrest. Headrests, as on this one, have a button right there. You're going to take that. And this one is, you'll need to tip this back in order to get that headrest out. So you're going to kind of get things set up here. So tip that seat back in order to give yourself enough room to lift out that headrest. Lift out that. I'll just show you the driver's side. Everything's going to be pretty straightforward with the passenger side. So same as on the passenger side. So we'll just kind of walk you through everything on the driver's side here. The backrest. So here's the backrest. This one has the ops package, the outdoor pocket system. It's awesome. Definitely highly recommend that. You can always tell the driver's side. Let's position that seat back here. So we just kind of get things oriented here. Tip that seat back up. There's an airbag tag right here. It says the airbag. That means that there's an airbag in this section right here that you're gonna want to be able to have that deploy without any kind of restriction. So on the side of the seat cover, you're gonna be able to see that there is let's see, I got the passenger side here. Gotta switch that around. Anyway, this is the passenger side. You're going to see that there is an opening right here that really, with Velcro tabs right here, that can open up, and so that seat belt, that airbag can deploy out of that opening right there. So this is the passenger side. I'm going to go get the driver's side. So that one is going to be the passenger side, because that's airbag is going to be on that side over there. This is the install connection system here. This is how they're going to connect at the bottom down here. So there's felt on the backrest position here. There's felt right here on the backrest. You pull that open here. I'm going to do this one-handed here. And that felt, let me see here, is going to take and attach to, so this felt here, okay, as you have the backrest here, that felt right there is in kind of a blind area, which is great, it's hidden, is going to attach to this hook Velcro right here. So when those two connect up in the split of the seat, that's going to attach and snug down real tight right there together. And that's going to hold those really secure in the back, in the split of the seat. So you won't see that when this is all done, that's going to be secured like that, but that's how that felt is going to attach to the hook Velcro right there. All right, so I'll show you kind of a trick on that as well, as getting the felt coming through there. So let's put this backrest over to the passenger side. We'll get that driver's side. Now, there's 3 straps. This is really important to know there, so you don't have any confusion there. There's really 3 straps and buckles. Here's the buckles on the back of this one. Buckle, buckle, and then a center strap. Then a center strap is gonna go underneath there. So it's gonna be, we're gonna be pushing this strap and buckle through right here. Now it's gonna go underneath to a bar underneath the seat or a spring and come right back to the buckle. So it's that strap right there is not going all the way to the front like the others are front to back. This one is simply going underneath and coming right back to this buckle. And you'll be feeding that through these straps and buckles. You'll feed that through the center strap right there, okay? That's a center slot right there. Okay, so that one again is just underneath to a spring or bar, come right back to the buckle, cinch it down, and that keeps this seat cover from ever moving forward. We call that a safety strap. This thing doesn't roll. You'll see a lot of other companies sometimes, well, the seat cover will be being pulled out because this seat is gonna roll potentially, and we secure that and keep that from happening with this center strap right there, down and back to the buckle, okay? Now, orient yourself again to this with the seat cover here. You kind of position it here. This is gonna tuck into this plastic trim right here. So this is gonna go into the plastic trim. You'll see this when I'm done. That's gonna tuck inside. Here are the there's really this drawstring or draw rope that comes around. Is gonna go around, and there's one on the far side over here. Okay, get that one on the far side. So here's the one for the far side. I like to leave this as a loop right there. Okay, and so there's our loop right there, and that one is going to go down. It's going to go down here and drop down. I usually go it between, so it's on the inside of the seat belt. It's going to go down and around the back side, and then it's going to attach to this side. That's going to go down through this slot right here. You're going to take it down on the inside of this plastic trim, drop it down, pick it up underneath here, and then go around and connect to the other far side that has the loop tied off. I usually untie this loop right here. So I untie this loop here, so I'm not fighting this knot here going down through the trim. Drop it down, connect it to the other side, tie that off. Just snug, not real tight. There are sharp edges underneath there. You gotta be careful with those. And also, if you pull this too tight around a sharp edge, it can shear that. So you don't wanna just snug it around. It's just basically to help draw this around this area right here. All right, now there are straps on the front of this. So let's flip this over. You're gonna see the all the seat plate here, okay, has 3/8 of an inch of fire retardant foam with a scrim backing. This is the scrim. That really helps protect and stabilize this whole seat cover. That really, really makes a difference on these covers. Now the skirt, this is a skirt, doesn't have that, doesn't need it. Okay, so the skirt. Now there are straps running front to back. So here we are on the front, and they're going back to the buckles on the back side. So we got 2 straps. You'll want to take and run those straps above any of the electronics. You want to keep that as tight as you can to the seat, and so that when you tighten those down, you keep that as tight as you can so it's not interfering with anything underneath there. That strap is going to come from the front hip here. Then it's going to come to this buckle right back here. Let's take this buckle. This is all right, and it's going to feed through there. Like you said, you see 3 slots right there. You're going to feed it through the center slot, and then back through the bottom slot. There's the 3. You're going to feed it through the first slot, bring it back through the center to the bottom slot, cinch it down tight. So we've got 2 running front to back, and then again the safety strap here that is basically in the center there, that's just going to a spring or to a bar coming right back to the buckle. And that's your 3 straps systems to help lock this bottom down. Okay, let me go ahead and get this bottom installed. Again, you can kind of see that that's where on this system, there is hook Velcro right back here. I'll show you a trick with that as well, but let me get this installed and then we'll kind of show you the finish up there. But that kind of walks you through. That's really important to kind of orient how this is all going to fit together. And then I'll show you the finish. Let me walk back to go to the back of the truck here. And now, as you get things set up, here's one of the things to do to get started is this is a carpet trimmed. In the old days, they didn't do this. You had a slot in it, an open slot right through here. You could run those straps right through this spot, run them right up to the front, up to your buckles. In this case, you went front to back with your straps to buckles. Now they trim this off with this carpet. So underneath here, you're going to be able to maybe see some of this. It's pretty dark underneath here. Let me I'll unsnap it and release it, and then I'll show you. But there is a hook right there that I just reached up underneath there, pushed it forward, and released it off of it. Was connected to like a spring. Okay, there is that. Okay, and then I'll do the other side here and release that, push it forward, and there you go. Now you can kind of see that was this hook, and with elastic on both sides on this one. We'll just simply unhook those and we'll rehook those back up when we're all done. And then the back side of the backrest will attach to Velcro here. I'll show you that later. So you're able to then access this area to run your straps and buckles system through here. Okay, so that's preps you all up. And let me show you that as we kind of finish up with the install of the bottom right there. So take the trim tool and kind of jam the string down into this section right there, and it'll drop down underneath there. You can pick it up underneath there, and then you can run it across the side. Okay, there's the string drop down below, and we're able to bring that right through that section right through there. Now push the seat cover with the trim tool in this section right there, and then you'll be able to pull it back and position it back a little farther. We'll bring it down a little farther forward right there. So we're kind of tucking that down, and then we're going to bring this back and position it to cover that piece of the seat right there. Okay, so straps on the front. We've got 2 straps here on the front there. They're going to go between the seat and the plastic. They're not going to go on the outside of the plastic. They're going to go down here inside of that. So we're going to run that down there on both sides, and then we'll be taking that strap to the back, the buckle on the back side back there. So what I did here, using the trim tool, is the string right here that draws everything to the side. I use the trim tool to tuck it in right here, and then it drops down right here. We're going to take that string and go around to the back side and tie it to the other loop that we've left in over here. That's going to come around. It's going to match on the back. So we're using the trim tool. I like to tuck the seat cover in right about here and then kind of pull it back to cover that. And so that's using the trim tool to go, and we're going to tuck it along the side right here. And again, on the front up here, we're going to tuck it, and the straps are coming down on the inside of this plastic here. Okay, coming down right here, and we're going to go to the back side of the buckles. Okay, I'm going to do that to the other side now as well, but we use the trim tool to get this. We're going to take that around the back side. Okay, here's where it can be handy to have a glove on, mechanic kind of glove. The center strap, again, we've got the buckles here, the outsides. Front straps are going to come and match those to the back. This center strap is our safety strap, and I'm going to push that on through. I kind of use that to kind of help pull and push this flap through the seat. So kind of push that through there. And again, it can be a little rough, so that's kind of nice to have a glove on. Might like to do that. Push that on through, split of the seat, and then we'll reach around the back side, and we'll use that strap to help pull it through there. All right, and then we'll go to the back side to actually pull that, finish pulling that through and positioning that. So finish tucking that through there, and then we'll go to the back side. Get that set. Here you can use, again, there's the safety strap you can use. Oops, let's see. Right there in the center, that you can use that to help kind of pull on that while you kind of pull that area through there. And so you kind of use that safety strap to pull that through. Okay, so here's how the back side's gonna look once you're ready to cinch it all down. The strap came from the front down to the back, fed through the center slot right there, went back down through the bottom slot right there, and then you can now cinch that down, start to cinch that down tight. That'll hold. The center strap here, safety strap we called it, is here. I fed it through the center slot again, down through the bottom slot right there. I went underneath there was a bar underneath here. It's really too dark to see, but it's only about 4 or 5 inches underneath there. Went through with that strap, came right back to the buckle, and now I can start to cinch the safety strap down. Cinch it down, just needs to snug down, and it's a little dark there, but that's tight enough right there. The outside, I made sure to go underneath. Looks like the heater cable electronic here, and the buckle is right here. Fed it through the strap. Let me undo it a little bit. I can see it. Fed it through the center, went through the bottom, and now I can take and with that I can cinch that one down. The outside, I went around the seat belt there with the outside string here, and then I'm going to take and I left the loop there on the inside. I like to leave the loop on the inside there, and not a loop coming from the other side. And then I can feed it through here and string through the loop, and then just tighten that across, and that'll tighten up right across there. You don't need to get that real tight. There's kind of sharp edges here sometimes, so just kind of snug that up. It'll come right across there, and then you'll have this all set. Now the hook right here, rough hook, the Velcro is the flap is gonna attach to. I'll show you some tricks on that, but there you go. That's the hardest part of this whole thing, is just these bottoms, getting this all set up. Tops go down really simple and easy. And there it is, just tying off that draw rope that's coming from side to side. I've snugged down the straps and buckles, good and tight there. And I did that safety strap in the center, snug that down, snug down the outside strap to buckle over there, and then just tied off the draw rope coming side to side. There we have it. We have the seat cover bottom installed, and it tucked inside the trim right here real nicely. I showed you how to do that, running the draw rope around the back side there. On the front here, it tucked inside the plastic trim all across the front there. Straps went front to back. Showed you how to do that. This one, if you've ordered the pistol pocket, it's going to have Velcro on the front edge right here, 2-inch Velcro. And then we would just take and attach. So here's your pistol pocket. You would attach that to your Velcro, snug it all on there like that. And then you can just open up the Velcro tabs like that. You've got your pistol pocket. It's great for a lot of things. Pistol right there, number 1 mil. Kind of shown as 3 compartments here, a sew line here. So you've got your barrel, it would run straight down there. And you can also, I tuck my cell phone in there sometimes. There's not a pistol in there. So there's your pistol pocket on the front if you've ordered the pistol pocket. MOLLE pocket is another great pocket to go in that same spot as well. There we go, seat cover bottom installed. Orienting yourself with the seat cover backrest here. So we've got our headrest close openings here. And on the side here, on the driver's side, airbag accommodations. There's the airbag tag and the upholstery, and so we've got airbag accommodations on the side. You'll know that this is the side. That has Velcro tabs that close that up, but I just wanted to show you the opening right there. Felt right here at the bottom that's going to attach to the loop on the bottom. Show you how to do that. Kind of open that section up. So you're going to take that before we slip over the top. So we'll take it over the top and we'll get that seat cover backrest on. All right, so I have the seat cover backrest in position. Headrest push, you kind of check to make sure that they are fitted there to match up with the holes right there. We're going to use the trim tool to tuck those inside, but things are in position well. Airbag openings here, we haven't fastened those down with the Velcro tabs yet. That's just kind of left open for right now. Now, two things. One is you can use a pair of gloves to actually push this felt through the split of the seat. Or another way is the box that the seat covers come in, go ahead and cut off one of the tabs. Now we'll take, this will help that felt move through there a little smoother if you'd like to do it this way, is push the cardboard in position to cover up the hook Velcro on the bottom right there. So push that in there, okay? Push that a little bit farther to cover that up. And then we're gonna take and push this felt flaps through there. And that way the felt flaps don't grab on the hook Velcro before you want them to. So we're gonna push that on through, right? So push that on through there, and using that cardboard to protect that from hooking together right there. Push it all the way through, pull it back there tight, and then when we're ready, you then pull the cardboard out, and then you can stick the felt down to the hook Velcro there, okay? Little trick for you right there. Gonna save you a little bit of frustration right there if you kind of do that. You can push that felt through without this cardboard, push it through, pull it tight, and then you're gonna stick it to the back side. I'll show you that when we're done, but that cardboard can be helpful. Okay, I pushed that flap through, the felt flap through, cardboard left it in place there, all right? And then let's go around the back side here. Show you what it looks like now then. Okay, we folded this up, and there's our cardboard protecting that. We're gonna take and pull the felt glove off. Pull the felt on through there, and then once we're done, pull the cardboard out, and then we'll stick the felt down to the hook right there. Okay, the hook you can see right here. That felt is going to stick down. Pull the felt through, good and tight, and then we'll stick it back down to the hook. So there it is, the felt. This one is in two parts to match some of the cabling there. But pull your felt flap through, pull it good and tight. You can even snug down the front side of the seat cover while you're smoothly pulling that felt through there. Pull it down good and tight, and then once we pull that cardboard out, then we're going to be able to stick the felt right to the hook Velcro right here, okay? Once we pull the cardboard out. We're going to get this pulled down real good and tight first, and then we're going to stick that down. Okay, I pulled the felt flaps through good and tight. Now we can go ahead and pull out the cardboard there. Great. And then we'll take it, and again, we'll come back here. We're gonna stick these felt flaps right down to, we're gonna pull those and stick those right down to the Velcro hook. Perfect. And that's how it's gonna look like once we stuck the felt to the Velcro hook. We just pulled it good tight and stuck it right down, and that just fastened that and pulled that tight, that front edge good and tight, and just sticks right there. So slick, so slick. Now we'll take the carpet and elastic hooks, and we're gonna go underneath there and hook those back up. It's like we unhooked those from before. And then once we've got that done, simply there is Velcro right here that is then going to attach to the carpet. It's going to trim it out just like that. I'll hook that underneath, and then that just hooks, set this in place, and that'll Velcro hook will attach right to the carpet right there and trim this out very nicely. Attach the elastic hooks underneath there, and then just hook the Velcro right to the carpet, and we got a nice trim out on the back side there. Front side looks great. We pulled the carpet out. We'll use that for the other side over there to install the passenger seat in a minute here. And next we're going to take, so everything trims out real good. We'll take and fasten up the side right here, the Velcro tabs right there, trim that out, and then we'll tuck this in with the trim tool into the headrest post right there. We just took and attached the Velcro tabs to the airbag accommodations right there. Turned out real nice. The trim tool, I just took and used the trim tool to really just to take and pry that underneath, just like that. It's tight, but it'll tuck underneath there real simple with that trim tool. So we'll install the headrest now. So this flap right here, this hook right here is always going to be to the front, and so that when it finishes out, this will attach to the loop on the back side, and it will finish out looking like that, basically, to where it's a nice smooth look. So that's the front side of our headrest, front side of the actual headrest cover. And so I'm going to just basically open that up and then just snug it down side to side. Give yourself time, compress the sides here. I sometimes will compress this down as I'm putting it on, so that snug it down, give yourself time, and it'll snug down just real nicely. Headrest, I sometimes would give a lot of pressure on this foam as I'm pulling this down, and slowly pressure, and then flip it to the other side and give this pressure, compress that foam and snug it down side to side there, and then it'll get it to the bottom and you'll finish it out. And I have flipped it from side to side, putting pressure, snugging it down about 6 or 8 times, and just side to side, pulling it down. This little trim piece is gonna pull up underneath there and trim out real nicely there. I'll finish the other side. We'll Velcro. There's the hook, the loop. We're gonna pull that around tight, fasten that down. Okay, and there we go. Finished out. Looking great. All right. Headrest ready to go in. Just slip back in the post there, and we're set to snug it on down. And here we got the driver's side all installed. We took the airbag tabs here. Everything looks good there. So there's our finish out of our install. We'll show you the lid cover here. I'll show you the lid cover install here in a minute, and then everything is going to go the same for the passenger side. I like to take and untie the loop that comes to you in shipping, and then retie it with just a quick little loop like that. It's more towards the end of the string or rope there. Give myself a little more length. And that's going to be on the inside. So run this on the inside then of covers here, down around, and so that's going to go around right there on the inside, right here, and go around to the back, just like that, and kind of get things set up as I position this on the passenger side here. Okay, we'll position the lid cover to go on here. The elastic here around this front edge here on the front latch. It's going to be to the front side. I'll get that installed and show you how that turns out, but just snug her down. Maybe a few tips in a minute here. It's really best to actually hook these back shoulders back here on there first. I tip that seat back as well, and then hook those shoulders on, and then we'll come up, tip it down, and hook the front edge down next. The back corners there, and then pull up and snug the front shoulders around here next. And that just trims out. It's like that. Okay, so here we are, some tips on installing the back seat. This is 60/40 back seat in this Toyota Tacoma 2020. Okay, so here's our headrest openings here to go underneath these large headrest posts here. Here we're going to open this Velcro up right here. We're going to open this seam up. That's going to be able to fit around this seat belt that's right there. That's an integrated seat belt. So we're going to open up that seam so you can fit that underneath there. We're going to release the button over here for the center headrest and pop that on out. Set that off to the side. Okay, we'll set that over there. And then we've tipped the seat bottom forward. All right, and so now we can tuck this seat cover underneath the seat belt. So we're going to tuck it underneath there, and then we'll fit it down, and I'll give you a few more tips there as we kind of fit this down. So again, what we're doing is getting the seat belts, the headrest released here. So that one, release the headrest, we did that. Release the center one out. We're going to release out this side here with the side buttons here. We have the headrest taken out there. Now we can take and take the seat cover around and get it underneath this integrated seat belt there because of the Velcro opening that I showed earlier. Okay, so we're starting to pull it around, I should say, the seat cover around all the different parts here. And we've got Velcro opening here. This allows us to make sure that seat belt comes to the outside, that integrated seat belt right there. So we'll need to put this Velcro attachment together here to attach that down. We've got our headrest post up here. We're gonna line up and tuck it under with our trim tool. Remember to pull your pull tab out right here, your seat release. Remember to pull that out, that little nice trimmed out opening right there. All right, and we're just next step is we're gonna tighten this down, hold the Velcro together here and fasten that down right there. And we'll just about have backrest. Too bad. The felt down here at the bottom is gonna attach underneath to the hook, Velcro, on the back side back there, so we'll do that. Now on the back side, we've pulled the felt through. Okay, there's our felt flap through right there. Pulled it through the slot right here. And then this Velcro hook right here. Right there is going to attach down to the felt. Attach it across the back edge there in those different spots. Okay, I tucked with the trim tool. I showed you before on the front, tucking those underneath with the trim tool right here on the headrest post. You've pulled out made sure you pulled out your release. Your seatbelt came through, Velcro down the seam right there. Velcro that back together, that seam. And then the back seat is 60 here's the back side. And Velcro to the really need to tip this seat forward in order to get the back seat there. Move that headrest right there. Tip that forward, then you can tip this down, and you can see back seat. We got the opening right here for that mechanism right there. There's the opening for that right there. And these, I took the Velcro hook to the felt right there, back side, and the backrest is done. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing to the 40. I won't necessarily need to show you the 40 side over there. We'll do the 60 bottom next. Installing the 60 bottom back here, all the straps. Here's our straps. Here's our draw rope coming around the outside there. I've got that exposed nicely. I can see that. There's the slot for the seat belt coming up through here. And there's. All right, so then we'll tip this forward, and we'll start to get it all. Hook this over the outside shoulder there and run off these straps back up to the front to the buckles. I'll show you that when it's done. Okay, that's how it's gonna look when you're all done here. So let me show you the underneath side as we ran the straps to buckles. So we ran the strap down to the buckle, went through the center slot again, came back through the outside slot, tighten up, pull it tight. Okay, just snug that up tight, okay? All the way across. And then this draw rope that's really gonna snug the outside edge right around here. Okay, it's gonna snug that. We're just gonna tighten that up. There was loops at both ends. I undo one loop and then feed it through the other loop and then throw a couple half hitches on there and knots on there. And there you go. It's all snug down. We'll take and kind of tuck these straps up, just up out of sight here, just to get them out of where they're trimmed up a little bit nicer. Tuck those in there, tuck in the string, and there you go. You got the bottom. Well, remember to bring your seatbelt back up through. Okay, your seatbelt is coming up through here. Bring that up through the slot there, and you'll be set. Okay, we'll do the 40 side the same way here. I'll finish up the headrest, show you that, tuck in the headrest, and we'll be done with the backrest, the back seat here. So doing the 40 side here, just kind of snugging from one side to the other as I snug it down. Keep pulling, just kind of pulling it down there, and let's get it into position. Okay, so there we have the 40 side installed. Turned out really, really nice again, of course. We want to take, let's see, we've just put all of our straps on here through the buckle at the bottom and cinched it down. Tied the draw rope to snug around the outside edge right here. Okay, all right. And then we also want to take okay, so there we go. 40 side is all done. Straps to buckles. draw rope that comes around there. Loop it off. That tightens up on this edge right here. Okay, backrest is all done. Again, remember to pull out your pull tab right there out of the slot there. We'll get the rest done. And we did hold up the felt on the back side, took it to the Velcro, and put the rest in, and we'll have the back seat all done. Looking great. Thanks for watching the install video of the Toyota Tacoma 2020. We appreciate that, and we appreciate your business. If you haven't been to the website yet, then go to coversandcamo.com. We're your source for custom seat covers. Join us on Facebook. Look up our YouTube channel. You might be watching it here, and we appreciate that. So there's the install for the Toyota Tacoma 2020. Thanks for watching.